Hello friends, today we're going to look at how to use guided access on your iPad. So when you're in the Lamp Boards for Life app, your students cannot get out of it. So you're looking at your main screen, and if you don't see your main screen, you can always push the home button, which is right here, the big button on the right side of your screen. We're going to go to our settings, which is the gear. Mine is right up here in the top left, so I'm going to touch settings. And then you'll see on the left side of your screen there's that long column, and one of the choices is accessibility. So we're going to go into accessibility, and then on the right side we're going to scroll all the way to the bottom, and you will see guided access as one of your choices. Now mine you'll see is off, and yours might be too, so we're going to select guided access. And then it's got a toggle switch, so we're just going to turn it on. And it shows up with all of these choices. Now right here you can set your passcode, or if you go into passcode settings, and it'll say set your guided access passcode. So we're going to choose that, and then we're going to choose one that we will remember, but that maybe isn't easy enough for our students. Some people choose it has to be 6 digits, some people choose 1 through 6, some people use the numbers off of their SIRS AVT number, but you can do it however you want. I always like to choose speech. And it makes you type it again, just to be sure. And now it's ready. So we're going to go back to our home button. And I'm going to go into my Lamp Boards for Life app, and mine is saved down here on my, I don't know what you call this. It's like your quick access. I'm going to go into my Lamp app. And so I don't want my students to be able to use that home button to get out and get back into their YouTube or whatever. I want them to stay on Words for Life while we're working, while we're doing our activity, while we're trying to do some targeted practice for communication. So I'm going to triple click my home button. You're just going to do 1, 2, 3. And mine said guided access started, probably because I used my guided access already. Yours might pop up with a screen that looks like this. So if yours popped up like this, that's great, because we're going to do some things on here to show you how you can set up your guided access. So if you go down to the bottom to options, which is down there in the left hand corner, so yours probably looks more, yours probably looks more like this, because I've turned some of my features on. So the first one, the sleep wake button, that's just so you can power it on and off. I always turn that one on so that we can save some of the battery, otherwise your iPad just stays on. And then the volume button, I want that on so that we can turn our volume up and down as we need to while we're communicating. You can put a time limit on it, like you can set it to say I want this guided access on for half an hour, 15 minutes, whatever it is, or you don't have to use that because you can get in and out of guided access with your password. And then you're just going to jump up here to that top right, and yours might say start, mine says resume, but choose it. And we are in guided access. It has started. What does that mean? That means that if I push my home key, it is not going anywhere. I am in my app. So we can use it, we can do activities, and then when we're finished and we want to give full access back to the iPad, we triple click the home button, 1, 2, 3. We put in our passcode, and then we can end it. And then the students can get into whatever apps they you see fit. And you can use this on other apps. I do want to just point out that sometimes even with the guided access on, some of your students will want to get into like the menu, or they'll want to get in, change the vocabulary. You can block anything on the screen you want simply by drawing a little circle around it with your finger, and it will gray out that section. So I can just draw a little circle around the buttons that I don't want them to have access to. And when we hit resume, now you'll see that these spots I circled are grayed out, and when I touch them, nothing happens. The kids can't get into the settings. They can't get in to change the vocabulary menu. Just remember, you can't either until you triple click and put in your passcode. So that's how guided access works. And and if you want to get rid of your grayed areas, you'll see that there's just a little X next to the gray boxes. You just tap it and they're gone. Voila! So that's how you use guided access. You can use it on Words for Life or other apps. All right, enjoy, my friends.